Hauka. My name is Tina. Hauka, my name is Tina. I'm one of many victims of the human sex trafficking. I am showing the world that you don't need money to heal from adult abuse. No pills can fix rape. No money can fix abuse to a child's heart. Time and actions will speak the truth and powerful to heal generations. I helped create a city called Westminster Hope and Opportunity on Facebook a couple years ago to get more involved in the city because I felt the city council members weren't listening to the community. Amy West, I know you remember me, and I'm about to show, and I'm not. I know you remember me and what I'm about. And for you to use guns to make your threats online to show that you have some kind of power is disgusting. Guns have no place around children, and while the world is facing a mental health pandemic because of genocide, I will speak my justice, and I hope you and your colleagues will spend the rest of your life in prison. As a medium and psychic that is being trolled online for telling the truth, I hear my ancestors and those war drums. Shame on all of you for letting these children down. What kind of parents are you? How can you sit here, all of you, and let your people suffer, especially the children? What kind of humans are you? Justice would be like Amy West and her colleagues, Charlie Nguyen, Kimberly Ho, Carlos Menza, going to jail or prison for what they have done. Embezzlement, money laundering, and just to name a few of things that have been going on in the city of Westminster. We need to see these people taking responsibility and accountability for what they need. We need to see people stepping down and doing time behind bars. People need to take responsibility for taking advantage of children and parents who are fighting to put a roof over their heads and food on the table in 2024. City council members should be a voluntary job just like police force. We must set a healthy example for the children. We only have a short time on this planet as the person we are today. Let's make that count. Mark my words, you will pay for what you have done to this next generation. That's my promise. To death to us part. Lay me down to sleep because today is a good day to die, in reference to Crazy Horse. I shall go with my ancestors and die like I did in their dreams. My wish is their wish. Apollo is just one of my ancestors who's fighting alongside with me. I pay my respects to prevent a child being seriously injured or killed on Trask and Newland. So I had to start a petition to put a traffic light on Trask and Newland. Why was that process so difficult for me? That was the moment I knew everyone was dirty and it was about money. But now we have a light up because of me. I will never take advantage of someone who is asking for help. Everyone needs help. I'm screaming for help as a child, and I'm tired. I am not money. Just like Gavin Newsom and Janet Nguyen, they are all doing the same thing.
Thank you very much.
Our next speaker is Michael Garcia, followed by Tammy Hamill.
Thank you. A couple of quick items. Item 5.4. I'm going to do is make a motion in a second and vote on that. Everybody knew how they were going to vote about the Buddhist guy. There was no reason to talk that thing to death. 5.5. Those two didn't do that for the good of the city. They did that because they wanted something. They're not going to convince me that they did that out of the goodness of their heart. Lastly, I wanted to refresh Amy's memory about when her RV was being out on the street and a parking control officer got cited. The husband ran out there, asked not to cite it. The parking control guy said, well, I'm sorry, you can't park it out on the street. Well, my wife is a city council member, something along those lines. That's not verbatim. Well, they had to call the sergeant out. The sergeant had to notify Deputy Chief Upstill. Deputy Chief Upstill had to notify the chief. I read the text messages. I saw them. So for her to sit up there with a straight face and claim that none of that stuff took place, and I liked how they conveniently vacated the area when it came to non-agenda items. And it's unfortunate, but I would like to thank the three of you for your decisions this evening, which are to the benefit of the city and not just for your individual benefit. I do appreciate that. Mayor, council members, thank you very much.
Our next speaker is Tammy Hamel, followed by our final speaker, Terry Raines.
Good evening, Tammy Hamel, Westminster resident, District 1. I want to say the same thing. You guys made great decisions tonight. It's clear why you had to do what you had to do. You were pushed to it. The residents have been pushed to come and talk about all these things that they're doing. They were mocking everything you did. She kept saying, oh, you just violated the code of ethics. You just violated the code of ethics. He's laughing. He's butting in. They're both butting in at the same time. It's so clear why this had to be done. And again, their empty chairs speak volumes. They don't care about what residents have to say. They really don't. They're just making a complete mockery of this. So if he needs to be next, I think he's pushing for it. If he wants to be censured next, because he already threatened to censure you guys. And so I imagine they're probably trying to think of something now to start bringing fake agenda items to censure you guys. So I'm glad you made the decisions you made and voted the way you did tonight, because hopefully it's gonna stop some of this stuff. Maybe they'll just eventually resign if they get sick of it. They are absolutely useless. They do nothing positive for the city that I've seen. They're only bringing, from what I can see, danger because of the things that they're saying online. Christian, I have a question for you. When you said that you are here to counsel members, or to give counsel to members about things that they do, have you been aware of the things that Amy has been saying and doing online, the name calling that she, and her name calling is defamatory. She called me a stalker. She's called Terry a thief and a bully, all the things that she does, the stuff that he does. Like, are you counseling her now? You said you're supposed to, like, are you telling her she shouldn't be doing these things, defaming people? She has called out the police department. She has called out staff. She has accused people. It's asking for lawsuits. So when you say you're there to counsel her, have you been doing that in this year and a half? That of all these things that brought us to this point of this, it is a waste of time that she created. I just want to know, have you been talking to her about this kind of stuff? Because if that's what you're supposed to be there for, maybe some of this could have been avoided if she had been told a long time ago. You are getting into dangerous territory of lawsuits that could cost the city money and being censured. Maybe you need to start talking to him too, because he's really on the borderline now with how he's acting and has been. So I would say if you're talking about counseling her, do her and talk to him. I don't want to have to go through all these 4 o'clock meetings again for him.
Thank you very much for your comments. But I don't want to put city managers, city attorney in a hard spot, in a difficult situation, so I don't, unless you want to, I don't think I want to respond to that. Thank you.
Our final speaker is Terry Raines.
Once again, they both refuse to listen to us. So you know what? Let's start docking their pay by the minute, by the hour. But first, I'd like to address last Thursday's FBI raid of the homes of Oakland Mayor Chin Tao, California Waste Systems CEO David Zong, and his son Andy and their company. My guess is the raid was a result of a campaign finance investigation, likely money laundering. Many of us brought up concerns about Zong and his other business, Baba, was issued a certificate of recognition from our city last year, promptly returned by Zong at the April 5th, 2023 meeting amid a swarm of controversy. During that meeting, various council members kept leaving the dais to fawn all over him, hoping his massive campaign contributions would continue. On July 20th, Zong sent a scathing letter threatening litigation against the city due to his warped perception of comments made by Vice Mayor Ho, who heard and shared our concerns about Zong. I really hope the FBI investigation is expanded to include questionable campaign any contributions made directly or indirectly by Zong to candidates here in Orange County and Westminster. A simple Google search yields countless articles about the many lawsuits and shady actions of David Zong and his company. My thanks to the FBI on taking this on. I hope it sends a loud and clear message to all of you. No one is above the law, and that you must stop honoring the dishonorable, especially those who don't even contribute to our city. Next, I'd like to know who instructed the background camera people last meeting to suppress my First Amendment rights by using creative camera angles to avoid my signs being displayed on meeting video. For the closed session, the camera never even showed my face. It was from back here. And during regular comments, I was the only speaker that you could only see my face and about this much of my chest, thereby obstructing the view of my sign, a symbolic expression of my comments. And finally, Amy. I'm gonna talk as if she's here, because she never is. At the beginning of your term, you rarely left the dais. I assume you had the same woman issues that you have then as you have now, right? Does it really take 42 minutes to change a tampon? Do you have woman issues every 2 weeks? If yes to either, you really need to see a doctor stat. Your obsession over the possibility that you might lose Christian as your personal servant and attorney was very amusing. I don't know what the solution is here, but this cannot continue. And maybe we have to look at doing an ordinance, something about, I know that the state law just says if you miss 3 regular meetings, you're in trouble, you're out. But they miss, quantifiably, they miss a lot. And I think we have to start punishing where it counts, and that's in the council compensation. Perhaps Christian can research that, see if that's even a possibility. So anyway, I'm all for censuring and sanctioning Amy Fan West, and I hope that we recall Amy Fan West. Thank you.
Mayor, we have no further speakers.
All right, thank you. At this time, I want to move on with comments from the city council and agency members, including AB 1, 2, 3, 4, report when required. So I don't have anything to report tonight. So Councilman Benson.
Thank you, staff. Thank you, Chief, Deputy Chief. Amazing. Thank you.
Councilman.
Well, first of all, I just want to say, happy 4th of July. I know that the next time we meet again will be in August. So, happy 4th and have a safe one. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's come out for the last 2 meetings. I know that, it's been very difficult for all of us. And I thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember West.
Mr. Mayor, may I go after Ms. Swift, or Mr. Namhar?
Councilmember Wayne. This is a comment from the city council and agency member,
First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, staff, and LPD that gone extra miles for bring the good things to the city, keep the city safe. And second thing, I would like to ask staff that on August the 14th, I would like to introduce a motion, a resolution to censure Mr. Mayor Chi Cha-Ling, and on the details will be even on that day. Thank you.
All right. Okay, bring it on. Now, before we, I think we still have West.
Okay, so I guess don't he needs a second?
No. I'm talking about the AB 1, 2, 3, 4 report. You said that you want to go after.
Yeah, but if he motioned that, doesn't he need a second? No?
No, it's just.
Okay. Yeah. let me know when we jump in. Okay, great, thank you. First and foremost, I want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July. Thank you so much for tuning into our city council. And it's so evident, you guys know what's going to be like moving forward from now to November, what's going to be like the majority of the council. And we will continue to be silenced, but that's not going to stop us. We will continue to fight for your freedom, your family, and a way of life in the city of Westminster, in our District 1 and in District 4. With that being said, you know, I just was very disappointed. It came to my attention recently, brought to my attention, and what was told to me and what I heard. I want to read my press release. This was brought to my attention by the community and media outlet recently this week. There was an e-bike incident that resulted in the death of a person in our city of Westminster. This lady who was on her way home, and she lost her life, and she left behind a daughter. And the daughter's 18 years old. She lost her dad at the beginning of this year due to health issue. And then she lost her mom just recently in our city, unfortunate event. And it was horrific. And I guess there was a GoFundMe money that was raised in a large amount to help this girl, because she doesn't speak English. She came to this United States just 4 months ago, and my heart just broke just hearing the story. Their family, deep relative, reach out to me as well, and they said that not even 1 penny was given to this little girl, and she's from Taiwan. She doesn't speak English. She's just here for 4 months. And it's very unfortunate because she was taking advantage with this GoFundMe account. It was raised in about $20,000-ish to help her to continue school. And she hasn't even received a penny. And when I heard about it, I was like, this is ridiculous that someone would take advantage of a girl who just lost her mom, lost her dad at the beginning of this year, and she has to grieve for that. And someone who would take advantage of this horrible situation that, you know, she doesn't speak English, and they pretend to help.
Can I just caution you to be careful about things that might be said? You don't want to create any liability for yourself.
Well, the thing is that this is what was told to me, and I'm just reporting, and I'm gonna hold a press conference tomorrow here at City Hall at 2:30 p.m. at the Council Chamber, 2800 Westminster Boulevard. And may I finish, Mr. Mayor?
I think that this is for a comment from the city council, and it is a member that's related to the
That's my
city.
council.
That's related to the city, and also it's not on the 18224 report. You know, I think I let you know, go on with this item. I don't know if it's related.
I have 2 more sentences. May I just
Okay,
finish?
2 more sentences, okay.
So the call to this meeting is to support this girl, to help her with her schooling to continue since she doesn't have family members here. And then to seek justice for the girl that's been taking advantage. Money was stolen, she was harassed, and sadly this involved our Vice Mayor Kimberly Ho. Fraudulent activity, it is heartbreaking, unacceptable.
Sorry, I have to cut you off right there, because you can't mention, because this is not an item that we are agendized for today.
No, it's my
You can't
comments.
mention, I'm
To
sorry,
the city.
I have to stop you right now, because there is a potential.
Defamation?
Yes, I
It's not
can do that.
defamation, we don't prove.
So, that's okay, but right now, we
The girl
can't.
will be there
It's not,
tomorrow.
I caution you to.
Yeah, the
Yes.
girl will be there.
City
tomorrow.
manager, I just want to make sure that this is not this is not
That's
coming from our city. And this is from Ms. West alone, so
Yes.
if she gets sued, it is on her.
That's why I stopped her.
I did, yes, I just want a confirmation.
Evidence that you.
I would like
I
confirmation.
stopped.
I'll be there tomorrow to be a witness.
I asked you to refrain from it, okay?
You are solely responsible for what you
You
are
are solely
saying,
responsible
right?
for the finish of
One
her.
more time, this my.
She doesn't even speak English.
Potential.
Why did you give her money? I'm gonna call GoFundMe to get money from her.
Can we walk an item on?
Yes, okay, alright, so at this point here, before, because I have it already, so it's ready. Okay, before I adjourn the regular meeting, I want to remind you, the meeting of the July 10 and July 24, 2024 have been canceled. The next regular meeting will be held on Wednesday, August 14, 24 at 6 p.m. But before I adjourned this meeting, I was notified that there might be a potential litigation that we have to work on the item as of now, so that we can discuss about it. It is potential litigation, and it is going to affect, we can wait further. So it is a urgency item, and I, as a mayor, I like to work it on. So I'd like to have the council agree with me on that, so that we can go ahead and discuss that after we discuss the open closed session for the special meeting.
Mr. Mayor, may I?
I'm sorry, this is my decision that I brought it in, because it's potential litigation, and I have the right to bring in as an urgency item, because danger to the lawsuit to the city, and I have made that decision, so.
I have nothing against that,
The
Mr.
meeting
Mayor.
adjourned.
Mr. Mayor, I have
I-
finished.
Motion, or we have a motion and say.
I have,
May I
Mr. Mayor.
ask?
the motion is to bring the item, urgency item, that because it's potential litigation.
So it's.
So staff, I just wanna know that with-
No, just closed section.
Well,
It's in the closed session.
okay, staff, since what I brought up, I want to, on August 14th, I want to censure Councilwoman, Vice Mayor Kimberly Hill for her action.
Okay.
So please craft that up.
Well, you don't have to do it right now.
We'll talk
You
about it,
have
yes,
time
we'll
to-
talk about this
yes,
tomorrow.
we'll talk tomorrow. Yes, no problem. But at this point here, I move to work on, the urgency item because it's potential litigation that we have discussed as soon as possible after the closed session. It is closed session, but it's after the closed session for the special meeting. And
Your attorney, maybe give us
I
more
believe that,
information.
we
Let's
have-
do it before, I think it's first, because it's the regular meeting.
okay, so it's before okay, okay.
We're still on this
Okay.
on it before you go.
So is there a second to that?
Yeah, I already did that. I already did.
Give us more detail of this
Okay.
litigation. What
well,
is-
I can't, it's in potential litigation.
Okay, motion on the floor.
I have a motion made by Mayor Nguyen, seconded by Councilmember Lonzo. This is to walk on a closed session agenda item for potential litigation. I'm going to call roll. Councilwoman Van West,
No.
Councilmember Monzo,
Yes.
Councilmember Nguyen,
No.
Vice Mayor Ho,
Yes.
Mayor Nguyen.
Yes. Okay,
Three clear motions.
just like every meeting, before we recess. Hold on.
City attorney, don't you need 4 to walk in an item?
It was 3-0 motion failed.
Motion failed.
Thank you.
So you need to adjourn this one now, this time, so that we can then reconvene the special meeting.
For the other.
But I think you still are in the middle of council comments.
Yeah,
I think council comments are done, right?
council comments are done, so
So adjourn the regular meeting.
I just adjourn the meeting, the regular meeting until the August 14, 2024 at 6 p.m. Now we can, I will open up for the closed session. for a special meeting. And with that, do we need to open up for the public comment? Yes.
Yes, it's the same issue.
Right,
before
same
we
issue.
put the motion on.
So at this time, I would like to open for the public comments for the closed session for the special meeting.
Mayor, before we move forward with oral communications, if I could do roll really quick. Mayor Nguyen,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ho.
Let's go back.
This is just roll call for
Okay.
special.
Roll call, yes.
Yes.
Councilwoman Fan West,
Yes.
Councilmember Ronzo,
Here.
Councilmember Nguyen,
I'm here.
Mayor, you have a quorum with all members present.
Okay.
Now we'll move over to,
Mr. Mayor, may I ask? I just want to clarify that our communication going to stick with the topic, right?
No, because city attorney, go ahead, answer that.
Yeah, this relates to the closed session of potential litigation, which was on yesterday's meeting and is on today's meeting again. The council previously voted to allow public comment.
So the public comment going to be related to the topic.
Related to that topic, however,
Yeah, that's what I want to clarify.
Yeah.
it's public comment about the anticipated potential litigation.
Potential litigation, that we are not naming any person.
I have one speaker, Terry Reigns.
Thank you. I do want to speak on this because I have to realize that because you chose not to come to the special meeting for the closed session that was arranged on June 4th, because you were absent, the mayor wants to hear your input on whatever this litigation is. Mr. Mayor, with all the respect in the world, we have to conduct our business based on whoever's present and paying attention, and they vote. If they choose to not attend the special closed session or any other meeting item, you vote and you move on. That's just the way it works, and they like it or not. So, but I understand you wanting to do this, and it's just, even this whole last discussion, which I'm not gonna get into, but, about the walking on a closed session item, and I saw all that going on while you were at a break, so I guess there's something going on. But again, these two need to stay present at the meetings. When we speak, you saw tonight, they walked right out. The same with the closed session. She confirmed she would be there on June 4th. And then she decided she couldn't come. She couldn't get her beauty sleep, I guess, or whatever reasons. We can't keep conducting business around the problem council members. We have to move forward on all items on the agenda. We have to stick to policy and procedure and law. Mr. City Attorney, I asked you yesterday that I am going to start now demanding that your agenda item descriptions for closed session items include that last section of facts and circumstances 1 through 5. You need to put for each one which one of those applies. If it's the one that you don't know, the plaintiff doesn't know, okay, great. You don't have to disclose anything. But the other 4 items, upon request, you must disclose the facts and circumstances in general terms. And you have not done that. You had the wrong agenda description for a potential litigation that was to initiate litigation, but this description you used on the agenda was that was going to be against the city. Then you announced at a closed session that we voted to initiate litigation. That, as the role of city attorney, it is your job to keep all of this on track, especially when it has to do with lawsuits or potential litigation. Because we certainly don't want to have anybody come in and cite that you didn't agendize something properly. So I'm hereby requesting the facts and circumstances for this case to be disclosed before you go in tonight. Thank you.
Mayor, we have no further speakers.
You're an idiot.
Okay,
Yeah, you know. We see you.
we are about to go into closed session for the special meeting. Though I have concern that I want to ask, the city mayor. This is serious matter. It's a potential litigation to the city. And I can't work on that item because we don't have full board. I understand that, I respect that.
I'm talking about the current.
But as a role as a mayor, I can call a special meeting. I don't need any, because of the matter that is concerned to the city, I like to call a special meeting after the closed session item for the special meeting.
But Mayor, if
I
I was
can do
so,
that. Wait, hold on. I can do that, right? No?
You need 24 hours.
Okay, all right, okay, so, okay. With that, I am concerned, I just expressed my concern for the city. If, we don't have that item we're on, and, it's potential litigation to the city, which we can't, I don't know what this, I don't know, my hand is tight right now, and I will be out of country tomorrow, so, you know, I'm not.
if it's a concern to the city perhaps, we can lead to the other two to maybe give, you know, maybe.
It is a very
We're
concerning,
breaking protocol.
this is very concerning to the city, so I asked if, the council will reconsider that, because I'm not asking, it just so that we can hold a meeting. Yeah, we're tired, okay, I'm tired, I'll be out for tomorrow too, so. But I can't let the city go on. I don't know what to do. I don't know
City
what-
manager makes a good point. We've already adjourned the regular meeting, now we're in the special meeting. So really, the earliest we could address it would be to call a special meeting in 24 hours or something like that.
Okay, all right, so, we recess for the closed session, for the special meeting now.
If that is so, would you like to call a special meeting now for 24 hours from now? If you delay any longer, I can tell you I'll be out of town on
Because I
Friday.
told you I'll be out of town tomorrow, I fly out, country tomorrow already. So, you know, my mood, I'm out of here, so I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do.
When are you gonna be back? How maybe, meet?
Then, you know,
Not too late?
I think city manager and city attorney said we were ready to close the session, so we go into closed
so
session.
right
No,
now,
just the meeting,
okay.
I want to be here to talk about it.
So let's recess for the closed session, for the special meeting.
These two motherfuckers, I swear to God. Useless. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
You're not including facts and circumstances. are
Excuse
you?
my language, kiddos.
I'll do a more formal request.
God, what a fucking waste of two council seats.
Hey!
Oh no, I got my sassy pants on
He's
today.
got his gun on it, whoops, wait a minute.
He's got a gun.
He's got a gun.
So hold on.
I'm staying from the report out, because you have to stay, right? Company.
We need to have, yes, we have, I need one more, to have a quote. we meet the rest to see if,